Hi guys and welcome to your car show. Today I'm driving the brand new Lexus ES 300h. It's a new car, a new platform. It's supposed to replace the GS, which I really adored. So let's see if Lexus made the right moves by just saying, you know what, no more GSs in Europe, now you get the ES. So as usual, we'll start with a bit of design talk and stuff like that, interior options, specifications, and then I'll give you my own personal impressions about the car. So without further ado, I say let's get this started, let's put this car in D and take it for a drive. So let's start design, right? What about the design? Well, I think this Lexus is gorgeous. Again, I like their new design cues on the outside. I know I'm repeating myself with each review, but I think it's really aggressive and at the same time really elegant and sleek. You feel like the car is cutting through the air, and I really love that about this car. I think it looks better than the older GS, although the GS was a good looking car in my opinion. This car looks even better, a bit more modern, you know. Overall, a very decent successor. I like the little spoiler in the back. I like that it's more of a sloping roofline, although it doesn't compromise headroom, which is amazing. So it looks good and it's not compromised on practicality, but we'll get to that a bit later. I like the wheels. I like even the color. I think black suits the car so well. So overall, to me, the design is a success. But you know, the best judge for design is, well, yourself. So let me know in the comments if you like it or not. I'm really curious actually. Now moving on to the interior, I also really appreciate the layout on the inside. I think it's very modern, and that was something that was a bit missing on the GS and the older Lexus. They're not really that old, but yeah, now they're older, and you could feel that, you know, they really needed an update or an upgrade. And this car is gorgeous on the inside because yes, it took design cues and design features from the LS, it took design features from the LC, and they put all that in this car at a far more affordable price, let's say, and it really looks good, feels great. Materials are amazing, the leather is amazing, there's leather everywhere, soft touch materials everywhere. So to me, this inside, luxury wise, comfort wise, big thumbs up. The seats are so comfortable and you get tons and tons of space. But I will let backseat Gabriel tell you about space. Hi guys, this is rear seat Gabriel and I'm here to talk to you about space. Well, I know we stopped because I don't really have a second person to help me with this. And well, let me talk to you about space. You get it, right? It's humongous, it's huge, it's far bigger than any other competitor in the back, at least in my experience, because I've sat in an E-Class, I've sat in a BMW 5 Series, and I've sat in the A6 from Audi, as well the Jaguar XF, and you know, all those great cars, you know, they all have great features, but this one, when it comes to comfort, oh my god, look at me, I have so much space, oh my god, it's just amazing. Quality, amazing. Privacy, great. Honestly, I feel like this should be like an LS, or this should be like a 7 Series or S-Class competitor. Maybe not as comfortable when it comes to suspension, maybe not the engine and powertrain you might want. Alright, no problem when it comes to a luxury sedan, but for a mid-size sedan, this is just crazy. I can control everything. I have cup holders, I can control temperature, I have heated seats. My seats, they recline and decline. They are also heated. So I get to control everything. Like if this car were a luxury sedan, which is amazing. I really love it. And yes, space-wise, so much space. Tons of space. Also in the trunk, yeah, you can see the images. It's a big trunk. Thumbs up. So now I'll let front seat Gabriel tell you more about the car. So I think now you get it. It's very spacious. Quality is amazing, and well, options, we haven't talked about options except, well, in the back. I mean, rear seat Gabriel is not that great, but I'll try to make up for what he lacks. Here in the front you get, well, the infotainment system is good old Lexus. It's not the best, it's not the worst. I'll be honest with you, I don't really use the infotainment system that much except for music. You know, I connect my phone through Bluetooth and that's where it ends for me. If that works, then I'm all good. I don't need GPS, I don't need all that stuff. You know, it works well for me, so maybe not for you. You should try it. It takes some time to get used to, as in every Lexus. It's not the BMW I drive, really simple to use, and everything's it's a bit more tricky, but it's not rocket science, so stop complaining about it, please. Like every new Lexus, it gets all the security and self-driving features as standard. I'm talking about adaptive cruise control, lane assist, you know, it will keep you between lines. It doesn't really drive itself, but it kinda does. It will brake for you in emergencies, and that's, you know, it's a nice feature to have a standard. I don't like paying for this stuff. I'll be honest, I don't like paying for this stuff, and it's pretty much an option on every car, except, well, on Toyotas and Lexus you get it at standard, so thumbs up. As long as I don't have to pay for it, I'm good with it. You also get the heated steering wheel and the heated seats, also cooled seats, because, well, this is a Lexus ES and it's fully loaded. You get a wireless phone charger, you get all these features, and even the tiny curtains, you know, in the back that rear seat Gabriel talked to you about, I hope. Have you? But now let's talk about specifications. This car comes with the 4th generation powertrain, the 2.5 petrol engine paired with the electric motor. It develops a combined total output of 218 horsepower, which go this time, well, it's a first. For a large Lexus sedan, this is a first. The power goes to the front wheels. Yes, it's not a rear wheel drive anymore, it's a front wheel drive. Why? Because, well, it costs less, and also because it's based on the Toyota Avalon. You Americans, I know you know that car. For Europeans, just Google it. It's pretty nice, yeah. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, who cares? 8 seconds and some change. I don't really care about that. I got it. It's a front wheel drive, large sedan. It's longer than the GS, so it's probably not very sporty. But the focus point on this car, which is exceptional. If you're used to like a 2-liter diesel engine in a BMW or an Audi or a Mercedes, whatever, you're gonna get pretty good fuel economy. But when you hear a 2.5 petrol engine, most of you will start to get scared. I know that for a fact. No need in this car, because I've averaged around 6 liters per 100 kilometers, a bit less in town, a bit more on the highway because I like to drive. So overall, I find fuel economy very good, especially for a car this size, which, to be honest, accelerates pretty well. So that's again a big thumbs up for Lexus. Now, what about my driving experience behind the wheel of this car? You know, there's no surprise. If I had to compare this with the GS, I think this car is the more grown-up version. Well, it's less sporty, it's a front-wheel drive, it tends to be a bit more economical, it's a more luxury and comfort-oriented car. So 1 year or 2 years ago, Gabriel would have said, what the hell? Front-wheel drive on a Lexus? Why? Today doesn't really bother me anymore, because I get this car. It's not the GS. If you want like a sporty model, you can still buy a GSF. But if you want something comfortable, like an everyday car, which, let's be honest, I know that at least in Belgium the GSF hasn't sold practically at all, and these sporty Lexi, you get the point. Those sporty Lexus, plural Lexus, they don't sell, so it doesn't make any sense for them to just, you know, make amazing sporty rear-wheel drive midsize sedans if no one is willing to buy them. This way the car costs less, is more economical, it's also far more spacious, so to me it makes all the sense in the world. I've obviously loved having this car for a week. It's been great. Honestly, I'm considering this car as a potential future daily. I think it's well priced. I haven't talked about the price, I always forget the price, but still, if you're here in Belgium, it will start at around 50 and some change thousand euros, and you'll get the fully loaded, fully spec'd version like this one at around 64,000, you know, with taxes and everything. That's also a very good deal. It's a Lexus, it's not diesel, which tends to matter nowadays in Europe. So yes, to me this car makes as much, if not more, sense than a 5 Series, an E-Class, and, well, you know, the A6. Why? I'm not saying these cars are bad, because they're not. Especially, I really love the 5 Series, for example. I think it's a tremendous car, but this offers more space. It's a bit more powerful than a base 520 or a 518D. It's very similar when it comes to fuel economy. I don't know, it's not a diesel. It looks wild, because it does look wild. People will notice you driving this car. So yeah, to me this makes a lot of sense, and I understand why they shifted from the GS to the ES. And some Americans will be like, well, we get both. Well, lucky you, we don't, but that's okay, because in the end I'm really happy with this new Lexus ES 300h. I guess that was my conclusion. So, rear seat Gabriel, do you have anything else to say? Thank you, front seat Gabriel. Well, all I have to add is that if you like this video, please make sure to leave a big thumbs up, and if you did, also please consider subscribing. Why? Well, it's free, so just please do it. Come on, do it. Well, I'm stopped begging for subscribers now. If you have any questions, if you just want to, you know, say hello or anything, leave a comment. As for me, this was Backseat Gabriel, and I'll see you next time. I'm also front seat Gabriel, to be honest, so I'll just see you next time. Bye.